This is the breakout box that comes in the kit. It's got a short connector. Usually people either mount them in the glove box or in the tray that's going to go right in this bay right here. And they use some two-sided tape. Again, that's freaking lame for a Porsche. So on the side of the center console, I'm going to mount it right in. Well, you'll see where I end up eventually mounting it, but we're going to feed the wires that way. It's going to end up right in about there, okay? And the carpeted panel that goes here needs to be clearanced. The leather panel that goes on the front fascia will be fine. So in order to get it in there and get enough clearance, we need to take, use the back side of a file that I'm going to be using here. That's why everything's kind of covered up. This little tab right here needs to come flush with this. Super easy, probably going to be 4 or 5 strokes of the bastard file, just, you know, big flat file. I recommend Kimball Midwest, the most awesome files there are. So we're going to take that tab down, and then we will use two-sided tape right here. We'll mount it here, and then we'll be cutting the trim panel, the carpet on the trim panel, and you'll just see the box protrude out a little bit. These two tabs, basically this gold bracket is what holds the plastic panel in that snaps in. What we're looking at right now is the back of the breakout box from the driver's side of the vehicle. That's the breakout box right there. That's where it's going to get two-piece tape up to, and that's the part of the gold bracket right there at the very top that was clearanced. So it's kind of going to go up in there like that. You can't see the back. I was hoping you'd be able to see the markings that I put in there, maybe with a flashlight. Hold on, guys. Oh yeah, you can see the marks with a marker in there of what's going to be cut out on the panel. Also up there, see where the tab needed to be clearanced, right there. Kind of get a little better idea. We've got the hole cut, so as you can see, the lines were scribed in there, and then I used the razor blade here. You can see the ends of the razor blade marks up there and right in there. You can kind of see the razor blade marks, right? It doesn't have to be super clean. Then I went in right here and I just started snipping. Snipped along this side, snip, snip, snip. Made a real deep cut right there with the razor blade so that I was able to just pry it and pop it out. Broke it out in a few different pieces. Then cut a slit through there with the razor blade, not end to end, right? I didn't go all the way to the end here or the end over here, and I kind of made like an eye pattern, and I'll show you why. So we're going to flip it over. We're going to fold this in. Next, we will be gluing the carpet just like it is on the factory install. We're feeding this in here. It should be a tight fit. There you go. Nice, clean. We'll decide how flush we're gonna get it. I would imagine we're gonna take it down to the point where it's probably just about like that in the car. It's barely sticking out, maybe even a little more flush than that. Something probably about like that. So on the back side, we're gonna glue this down, just like here, factory, just a little upholsters, 3M, here, along the back side, and right here. And that'll keep it from making any noise, give it a nice professional look. All right, next step, install it with some 2-part tape, which was supplied in the kit. That 2-part tape is gonna go right here, and that piece is gonna mount up against where we were talking about before, the underside of the car. All right, so we're gonna do that part. Fishing the breakout box wiring through, figured I'd show you a quick little deal on that. It came through real easy, right through the back. So right from there, right through the side, fished it right up the back, right here, right between the defroster. Super simple, I was able to get my fingers right in there. So, all right, on to the next step, which is mounting that panel. Here we are in the passenger footwell again, with our cable already in, and we're ready to put our box up in there, our breakout box. So the two-sided tape that came with the kit that is used to mount the breakout box, you know, if you do it in the storage tray or in the glove box, We're going to take this piece of tape and it's going to go right along this bottom edge right here. So we're going to mount it like that. Then we're going to take the piece, line up the tabs that go in like this. I'll show it to you done. And then we're going to set the depth that we want here. It's going to kind of sit a little bit of an angle, so we'll get it set that way. And then we'll be able to reach in through the rack or the other side of the vehicle, because the cover's off on the other side, and push it up and apply the 2-piece tape. Here's the breakout box installed in the Footwell. Get an idea of how that looks installed. As I said, you are going to use 2 screws, 1, 2 for the HVAC unit. And this probably is the correct trim for down here. There's the part number if you want to go that way. And then you just need to source the upper bay. So